Oh, I'm going to see if they get the catch-up. We've got the level 1 homing missile coming in over towards Puppey, but Puppey's able to get back under the tier 2. They can't chase him any further there.
Yep, we see the ward coming out. Zai, as soon as he sees an opportunity, he walks over and puts one down too. So Secret putting down their 2 early wards, looking to get a read of where these lanes are going to be and just a read of that early aggression. You know, they have Lion Chen level 1. Same thing with Beastmaster. Not the strongest at the start. Take a little bit of, 1 or 2 levels plus a creep or so to actually have their power. So they will be more defensive on Secret here. Kyle's whole phrases, it still has me cracking up. They stole the quiz sheet. I can't even think straight still.
That's the Secret. If Secret want to make a move to try and secure their bounty here.
The Rocket's down, but they have 3 ranged heroes, so it's just dead. Free money. And it is going to be a postured, aggressive tri-lane, it seems like, from Secret. So they want to get Zai something. I guess they're really trying to avoid that matchup and just get Zai in a 1v1 versus Bristle. Has the stick ready. Alliance is swapping. They want to avoid this tri-lane.
And what's sort of the main reason why Alliance is going to be pretty... stuck on trying to dodge this setup? Is it they don't want the Gyro to deal with the aggressive tri-lane?
He doesn't want to suffer in particular. Gyro not great versus like the 3 heroes. Flak, pretty awful now at level 1. Your barrage and your homing missile won't help you too much. And then you're actually versus the Beastmaster. So, you want to be able to verse him so you can clear out those summons and actually pressure him and slow him down. Bristleback eats the pressure. As we will see FNG get opened up on. Could be okay.
A lot of damage, though.
Yeah. Troll is known as pretty much like the strongest carry for a reason, just laning phase, at least in particular. Always able to apply so much pressure, even as an aggro laner. S4, he comes up, eats a stun, eats like 3-4 right clicks. Has to be a bit careful.
Yeah, and I guess Troll as well, one of the better sort of carries in the lane set up against the Bristle, because those stick charges, you put the mana that you're getting to good work. The amount of spam ability you have to throw back.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
And we see Puppey, he gets himself a little creep. One of the better ones you can get early on. This purge is quite impactful. Yeah, a nice choice. We don't get to see too many aggro tri-lanes, but I feel like when we have lately, they've been really strong, especially from Secret. I've been seeing them do it a lot, where they position aggro tri-lane and they switch the lanes with like a bottle refill or something. I remember that in particular when they were playing the Luna, and Zai was playing the safe lane with Pango, and they did, they broke the tri-lane at some point. They refilled, bottled, and they swapped the whole lanes around, and it worked really well for them. Could be something they look to do again here, as FNG's actually stuck.
Oh.
He's stuck between the creeps. They keep blocking him.
Is he still stuck?
He's stuck.
He tried to tango his way up, but he got the tree that was like at an angle.
Oh! He got the stun to lift the creep up and walk through it, because he lifted it.
He might still be very dead here.
He might still be dead. The purge.
Yeah. They've got
another purge.
Oh,
and he uses the salve.
A salve down the drain as well as his life.
And they're able to do this because Nyx and Io also just kind of weak laners in particular. So Nyx gets taken advantage of. S4, he gets bullied away by the Troll by himself. Oh, yeah, really good stuff. And it's really hard for Alliance to break their lanes and move the Io. They don't want to Io and Nyx together because they don't pose much of a threat at all with what they're up against.
I'll see. So, I mean, on to the other lanes, what are we having so far? Mid lane, Limp with a little bit of a lead against Nisha.
Yeah, he's doing well.
It's close. I mean, is it sort of expected that the Death Prophet has a little easier time than the Viper in this?
First few levels, for sure. You start to get harassed back as we see, the level 3 comes out from that Viper. Limp just has better damage. Death Prophet has like a solid 12 damage, better animation, and a way to clear and push the wave in. So it's nice to play that matchup. You will start to get poked and harassed, and you'll have to get some regen on DP at some point, but you're fine with this matchup as S4. Let's step up a bit far.
I'm going to start going on him. They've got the stun, and S4, he's got the stick charges.
Blocked.
But the root's out. They're going to be able to get this kill.
Uh-oh. A Bristle who's in his safe lane getting significantly shut down, and he's versus a Viper. That's always probably feels pretty bad for S4 as this second to last pick Bristle. Bottom, we are still seeing the Gyro farming really well, which is the most important thing. And you see his build, he's just maxing the flak so he can attempt to kill the boars at the start. Will make his aggression a lot weaker, but I think that's what they're just going for a farm style more on these Gyros.
Yeah, I think Nico Babe is going to have to do some quite heavy carrying this game if especially if S4 has struggles. As you say, being a Bristle that's not having the easiest of lanes up there and is going to be playing into a Viper. It's not going to be easy for S4 this game.
But that is why they picked the gyro. You know, that's why they have the IO picked first up too, is to just make this the super carry. He's the one who has to just literally put the whole team on his back. Limp will be able to still dish out good damage because he's a death prophet. As long as he's not just killed at the start of every fight, he's going to have his own damage element. So gyro has to really just 5v1, or 1v5, sorry.
Well, that's
not gonna be easy when Matu's given all the space. Like, they're even giving Matu all the experience top. There's a level 4 troll. The Absol hits 3. Puppey only level 2. We see the Bristle of S4 just hit level 4 when he's kind of been playing alone up top. FNG's level 1, for reference.
No, it's not. It's not been easy up on this top half of the map for Alliance with the setup that Secret came in with, and as we saw, Alliance did dodge. They did choose to have it like this, but it didn't necessarily mean that S4 was going to be set up for success, as he is having a very slow start up there.
Do they have stack? I'm looking. They do at least have like one set of stacks, it appears, and a set of Ancients also stacked up. He needs to be able to farm those to catch back up.
Well, that's
the gyro's going to have to wait a little. That's
well,
the
I was going to say, surely Nico Baby wants them, or you think you have to give those to the Bristle to get S4 into the game?
If S4 doesn't take them, his game is just completely over, which maybe they do anyway because he's versus a Viper, but I feel like if you just sack a whole hero, there's no way you win this game. You need a frontliner for this gyrocopter, or he's just literally going to get trained on and roared every single fight by Zai. So I don't feel like you can neglect S4 completely here. He has to get some farm. And I'm seeing Puppey, he's walking in and scouting these stacks and even trying to take them and just mess with it a little bit here. Even if it's like a single troll summoner, he is killing it.
They're going to pop the Ghost and try and get aggressive onto mid, but Nisha is able to just step away as FNG tries to swing in from the trees. TP's coming in as well from Secret as they're ready to hold this tower and make sure that minimal damage is done with this first exorcism.
Even if it's like a weird rotation, they just bring the 2 supports, even though they don't really do much of anything. They push the Death Prophet away from the lane, and we say S4, he is farming these stacks. But look at Matu. Like, this is just the best. This is the best situation in the world. You're an off-lane troll just with no pressure at all. Full experience given to him, too. This is going to be level 6 already on Matu.
I mean, down bottom, Nico Baby's also getting comparable farm. Like, he's right at the level in CS, about half a level difference. So, this gyro is still going to hit some very good timings. It's just going to be sort of a case of how the gyro matches up in the action against the troll, and sort of what the panel was saying, that what troll, for the most part, plays pretty well into gyro.
He plays really well into gyro through, like, all stages, yeah. Unless you start, like, significantly falling behind, I mean, even then, it's not that bad of a matchup for the troll. It depends on how far behind. If you're even level as a troll versus gyro, you're happy. If you're ahead, you're super happy. Matu now getting time to hit the tower. So Nico Baby, he's trying to push into this catapult wave so he can start doing the same as Matu. But he's not going to be able to as quickly. We see Hanskin has been backing away, continuing to stack these Ancients to set themselves up.
Now they have got a juicy amount stacked up.
They do. They are preparing for it. So lanes did go slightly in Secret's favor off of the start here. But they do have a ton of stacks.
I mean, Matu, he's going to get the kill on FNG for sure.
S4 has to be careful too. He can start to get turned on as well.
See how aggressive they want to play into him. They've got the
battle
ult.
trance.
They're just going to commit, get that attack speed up, and S4, he's going to go down. It's a double kill for Matu in that top lane as it only gets better and better. At the same time, down bottom, Hansken and Nico Baby were able to take down Zai, so still keeping Nico Baby's game in a good position, but this top lane, Matu is just getting so much free farm and 3 kills so far.
Is that... Wait a minute. 1 second. Is that S4's actual items right now at 8 minutes? He's naked. He is unbelievably squishy. He has like no stat items or anything. He went for the bottle so he could try to sustain, but I'm really worried just for his HP. Like 980 HP, 8 minutes. This is usually where you're seeing like the Vanguard or something start to get in preparation for. I mean,
that's the thing. Would you say, is it getting to the point where you sort of just do have to sack S4's game and you don't let him have these Ancients? Like, who's getting these Ancients now? Are you trying to recover S4's start, or are you saying it's going to be a tough game for Bristle, let's let him go and just buff up the Nico Baby's gyro farm?
I think you just give it to Nico Baby. FNG getting chased down here. Matu should have the chase.
He's going to have to slow. He's got this. This troll, Matumba, man. This is one of those dream starts for the troll warlord.
Yeah, and they're not going to have a good frontliner to protect the Death Prophet or the Gyrocopter at the moment right now, as S4 is just really struggling. He needs to buy any type of small HP items, I feel like, here. Just treads, bracers, anything, at least for the start. as he's really going to struggle. And it's even more so because he's versus a Viper who's going boots of travel. So we are seeing Anisha looking for that speed so he can match the movements of Io, Gyro, be able to match all the movement speed and all the collapse that Alliance will start to do with their draft. I mean, and they're running in and stealing the stacks too. He's even running in now, taking some of these, and they even have a Hawk also watching the Ancient side too. So Secret in preparation for the next stages, and Alliance are starting to set up their own push bottom.
Obviously top lane, Matu is able to finish off the tower, 9 minutes in. Very early tier 1 to be taken, and on the mid S4, he's got to keep his distance.
He can't do his job. His job is to protect these towers. This is really bad, the fact this is happening for Alliance. Like, Beastmaster might have the same net worth as Bristleback, but he does way more with that little, because he just gets his book online and it works well with his lineup. S4 has to find himself a little bit more farm somehow. But he also has to defend the tower, so he doesn't have much room to work with.
Yeah, they'll bring Nico Baby in as well, and he will be able to clear out the creeps.
At least they can slow it down a bit.
Now we see Nico Baby about 800 gold off his Maelstrom timing. And Matu just about 300 away. So Maelstrom is going to come out incredibly quickly on the troll. Do find themselves the possessed mask for Nico Baby. That will be very nice. And will allow him to clear out these stacks a little safer with that life still in the buff off with the tether of Hansken. They'll probably want to do it soon. Mid, S4. They got the raw into the finger. He's dead. He just can't show himself in a lane.
Oh.
It's too scary.
And they use the call down. That's a dead mid tower. They're going to have to bring Limp to try to defend this one. But without call down, it feels pretty unlikely. Very long cooldown that you can take advantage of now. They're going to swing the Nyx in. The books are up. They got to try to stop it and slow it down somehow.
Got to bring in everything in here to stop Secret from taking this tower.
Nisha down bottom, though, will be able to continue his push.
Getting these very fast timings out. Puppy has got his mech done, ready for the group moves. And we're seeing the Maelstrom done on Matumba Man. So Nisha moving around with the bots and already well on the way towards that Rod of Atos.
Mech is, in typical Puppy fashion, he picks it up so early, and it's really, really strong this game with what he's up against. It kind of counteracts all of the Gyro's early damage with the call down and with his flak. I'll be feeling some concerns for Alliance in these next few moments, as they're not the ones really dictating the pace with this big team fight, and I feel like Secret's just waiting for item timing still, even though they're able to pressure. Because they're playing versus Nyx Assassin, so their lineup just plays so well into this. Is FNG actually gonna be able to
He's
survive?
gonna be able to hide, but they'll turn their attention away from FNG and look towards top. As Matu's chasing him with the ult. S4, has he got any way out of this? He has not. He just, any lane that he goes to, Secret will kill him off very easily right now.
Matu level 11 now at this point. The Gyro, who's now clearing through his stacks, is just level 9, to put that in reference to just how much they've been giving this troll and how much this troll just has absolute freedom in the game. He's just up top by himself. He has the bots to be able to come help him from Nisha at all times too, so he doesn't feel as pressured.
I mean,
and FNG now finally hits 6, so now they can maybe make their own hit, which they really need on Alliance.
And this is a big one. As they find Matu, they're coming in, and they're bringing in the relocate. They'll have the firepower surely to take him down. They do. They needed that. They are able to find and take down the troll. So he's going to get brought back, though. As it, yeah, will just be Hansken.
Just the IO.
He's not going to take anyone else into this setup here from Secret.
Still a good hit. Slows him down significantly. Gyro will be able to now push out a wave himself a little bit safer. They get this top wave out. Secret, though, immediately, as we said, they set up for their own move. Viper going to push out the lane. They get some tower pressure. And there is some time now for S4 to slowly catch back up in, but it's a game where it doesn't feel like he's ever going to be able to, because he's versus that Viper. He's already out of the game, and his net worth will not... He'll never be able to tank up versus the damage now at this point.
Yeah, they've well and truly shut him down so far here, Secret. It'll be very hard.
And now they've taking all the tier 1s as well, so it's a lot harder for Alliance to get onto the opposing side of the map at all. And look for these plays that their lineup actually kind of thrives around, right? With the IO, with the Nyx, they can look for those global plays, but now it's so much harder now that you lost these 3 towers. All this information is gone. And Secret's just chilling. They've got more than they wanted to get in this early game. I think the panel was also saying how they felt Secret was going to be the ones a little bit under the pressure in the early start, but now they have this 4K advantage with the Troll, with the win condition on their team for the later stages. It's looking like a good matchup for Matu to really take advantage of this game, as he's already, it looks like he's queuing up the Satanic.
All right,
Maelstrom into Satanic, I believe.
All right. I mean, he's going to get it at a very good time at this rate. As you said, definitely a bit of a switch. Well. I mean, especially for an item that we're seeing a lot of people stray away from nowadays.
It works really well with Chen, though, right? Your Divine Favor, the way it manipulates everything, too. It's going to make him be able to just stay in the fights versus the overwhelming damage that does come from Exorcism and Gyro. He's going to actually be able to hold his ground if he gets this item. And I'm seeing, like, Ice Armor as well on Puppey, even the Armor creep, too. It's all about just buffing up Matu so he can stand in the midst of everything when those fights finally do kick off from Alliance, because they're gonna soon. Limp is level 12. They've got some decent timings now, a hood on S4. They are looking to be pretty battle ready.
Alliance is gonna try and come in, see what they can find with the smoke there, the setup. With the stun, there's gonna be TPs coming in. He's still alive. He's got an invis. He's able to step out to the side. He turns with the rod straight away onto S4. Matu moves in. As they're focusing down the Bristle, they'll get him. S4 dies, broken by the Toxin and burst down by Yapsor's finger. And the chase will continue here for Secret as they move up to the high ground, over to FNG. It's another kill from a Timberman. Alliance losing the 3 of them. As it really just seems to be the case that because they don't have that frontliner, they really can't take any fights against Secret right now, which is definitely a huge issue for their draft, being behind like this.
Yeah, just no frontliner. S4 just dies instantly once he gets turned on, and unfortunate for them, they don't have any reveal, as Nisha with the bots able to scurry away, invis, and reset the whole fight. They didn't even have to use the Hand of God. They just had to use the mech to turn away all that damage.
Well, hang on. I know Nico Baby's down here.
Nico Baby.
He's out. He's out and away. Ooh, was close. Was close. I mean, Yaps with this very early blink with the way things are going.
How does he have... He has blink as well, 207. They do have... It is 11-2. And they have dominated the whole map, but somehow they're making it feel worse than it even is. Like Alliance,
I mean, we'll see this.
That was their Exorcism fight with their big timing of items, and they just couldn't do anything.
They don't. I mean, you say Invis is popped, he's well away. And suddenly, S4, the rest of them, they're starting to back up. But you see, he's in the break, a finger comes out, and he just disappears.
And even just look, like, I'm looking at the flank, too, from the wraparound. The zoo. The tornado comes in from the Wild Wing, then these boars are slowing these already kind of slow heroes. It's looking really grim for Alliance at such a quick pace. 17 minutes in, 11-2. Nico Baby looks like he wanted to go for S&Y, but I'm feeling like he might just have to BKB to just clear out the summons, to attempt to be able to clear out the book 3, which is going to cause big problems for their draft as well.
Yeah, this is a very hard game for Nico Baby to carry.
Yeah, I mean, S4, the last pick in their draft, 0-5-0. Secret has completely addressed what Alliance wanted to do with their draft about having this Bristle be that frontline, be able to protect and guard these squishy, big damage dealing cores, but he's just unable to. They shut him down way too hard from the start.
I'm going to be able to get this tier 2 as well, pre-20 minutes. As S4, not much more that you can do other than watch from the trees.
They can't fight into the Aegis. There's no way. And now it's going to be a Satanic, finished up on Matu. Didn't have the damage for him at all before, and he has a Satanic.
That's going to be a patch fastest. For sure.
Yep.
18 minutes Satanic.
They're gonna start knocking on the high ground a bit. Force the reaction back from Alliance. 18 minutes in. There it is.
Now what can Alliance do to slow this? There we go. 11 minutes 49, faster than the patch fastest.
Oh my god.
I mean, of course, not normally built this early progression, but still a very impressive timing there from Matu. FNG.
Nico Baby has to just buy the S&Y to be able to fight, because they have to fight here or they just lose the game. Secret's just bringing the battle to them. They're poking,
Oh
but
no,
S4,
he's trying to get in on this, but he's the power of the Viper.
he can't even poke.
The poison's too strong. As they're just losing the barracks. Secret.
They can't even. They have exorcism and they can't even walk up and fight.
Oh, that's dead IO. Well, I mean.
Alrighty then. On to the next one, I believe, pretty soon.
Let's hope game 2's a bit closer. I mean.
I honestly, like, Kyle, the way Kyle was saying it, where they took the quiz sheet, it really did feel like that with the way they set up their picks. Yeah. Kyle was absolutely right. This Chen pick after the IO, we've seen them do this before. Well, it was actually the IO pick after the Chen. They picked it into it. And Secrets just played their own game and played it perfectly. This aggro tri-lane working wonders.
They really did. They made the switch against it, but it just felt awkward. You know, it was sort of the best of a bad situation when it came to the lane setups for Alliance, and Secret knew that. They knew that they're coming with a strong draft, and they're playing like it.
And now last hurrah, really, it feels like for Alliance, trying to get a wraparound, this Nyx Assassin into this heavy push lineup. You know, this first pick, Secret have abused it through and through. They're even going to back up, look to pick up their own bounties. FNG might be able to snag it. Oh, he will. All right, so Nisha's going to know that he's standing on top of him. He's racing him. Won't be able to make it faster, though. Very speedy bug.
How long to the relocates up? Can they go for something? They got relocate in 5.
I think they'll get turned on. I don't think they want to set up onto this
sort of crazy relocate play to try and get a pick off and open some opportunities up.
They might have to try. The thing is, though, Puppy's going to run over, Holy Locket, Mac, and Hand to God, and heal him for 1,000-something HP. Like, this is actually over 1,000 healing that he can provide onto somebody. So I feel like just making these plays is super difficult. You're just at such a disadvantage. Like, your whole map is just closed way too quickly. You're still away from your big item timings, which, like I was saying, is the BKB timings for Alliance. They're trying to farm these. Limp as well as the Gyro. Limp is pretty close. Nico Baby's still a ways away. But that's their biggest timing to be able to fight around. And I feel like it's already been addressed by Secret. This huge lead that they have. Alliance just has to wait for the looming push.
Oh no.
It's S4.
Uh-oh, get him out of there. Get him out of there. Gotta protect S4 at all costs here.
FNG's really waiting for an opportunity on the side here.
I don't know if that opportunity is gonna come.
I don't know if it's gonna come. Uh-oh.
Oh, S4. He's in.
Nice stun.
They're keeping him a little safe with the tether. He's getting low and he's gone. Yapsel's able to burst him with a finger. They'll move themselves out of the cooldown. Zai does get stunned before the roar comes out. We're going to see Troll now turn Matu with the lifesteal. He's standing his ground. He's looking towards FNG. Now he turns over towards Limp, pops the battle trance.
Oh my God.
They're cleaning up again, Secret. 3 dead.
Look at the buffs.
And yeah, they'll call it GG. Well played indeed. 22 minutes, 17 for 2. As this was just another one of those Secret games, folks.